Good afternoon, Westwood, and welcome to Multi-Purpose Field. Evan Cardamino filling in temporary for Morgan Donahue. He will be joining the broadcast in a little bit, but for now, I'm going to kick it off for you here for some Westwood field hockey. So our first game we're covering this season. Westwood not off to the hottest of starts this season, but looking to bounce back here. You know, a couple ties to begin the season. Looking to get a win here today, and over a tough opponent in King Philip, first non-league game of the year too, I believe. Also on the game, joined by Maeve Curtin, camera operator. And we are underway, folks, and Westwood gonna win the draw control here. There's Abby Presley with the ball. Passes it to teammate. Can't quite get a number. Morgan and I recently have been swapping roles. He did a little bit of camera work yesterday, and I'm now trying to do solo commentary, so we're both experiencing the difficulties each other face. As King Philip takes the ball here. King Philip working into the zone with a kicked out by Moira Keneally. King Philip going to maintain possession here. And that is an infraction here. It's going to remain King Philip ball as they try to work it in the zone and get a shot. We have another infraction here, and that looks like it's going to be Westwood. No, it's going to be a King Philip ball still. You'll have to forgive me, folks. I do not know field hockey all too well, and I don't have a roster for King Philip, so we're going to be doing the video game style of calling them by numbers. As Westwood gets possession back here, and see if they can break something out on offense and work the ball down the field. King Philip going to maintain possession again. Westwood steals it. That's number 2, Bridget Hughes. Called her name a bunch in hockey and girls lacrosse, and expect to have a big season from her this year, stepping up as a junior now, going to have more playing time. And we saw a lot of turnover from this team last year. You know, a lot of core players have graduated. The DeMeo sisters, Kate Sullivan, Cece Thurman, to name a few. And you know, Westwood looking to, the big thing with this season too is looking to see who steps up for some of those big name players. A lot of juniors on this team for Westwood. So we'll be paying attention to that to see who kind of steps up and makes a name for themselves here early on in the season. As King Philip continues to put the pressure on offensively. Westwood starting to work it up past the midfield mark. That's number 8, Emma Fitzpatrick, passing it to number 6, Emma Keneally. Taken by King Philip. And King Philip's going to get the ball back here, and they're going to try to work it down. Number 10 passing upfield, and it looks like that's an infraction on Westwood, and King Philip will start again. Number 10, Jillian Walsh taking getting the steal there and working it upfield to number 13, Julie Hogan. Back to Emma Fitzpatrick. And number 1, Maeve Hennessy down there chasing out the ball, but it's just going to get away from her. That's going to be a turnover, and King Philip will get the ball back here. But a nice play by Westwood. One of the things you want to see out of these teams, and we talked about this in soccer yesterday, and I'm sure it's the same here in field hockey, is passing. You want to be able to, you know, have good passing opportunities and you know, find players open for good shot opportunities. Very similar to hockey in that sense as well. As that's going to be out of bounds on King Philip, and it's going to be Westwood possession here. Bridget Hughes fighting for it with number 21 of King Philip. She's going to continue to fight, and King Philip comes away with it. Passing it down to an open number 2. Working against number 10, but Jillian Walsh with some great defense early on to stop that. And Bridget Hughes still fighting for possession there as it goes out of bounds, and that is going to be a Westwood possession here. Pass it upfield to King Philip, and King Philip will get the ball back here. Emma Fitzpatrick coming away with it. And that's a whistle, and it's going to be a free shot for Westwood as Morgan Donahue arrives. And folks, we're going to go side by side, presented by Annie Elcock Jessup here for a moment while we switch over the microphones, and we'll be right back in a minute.
Welcome back, folks. Morgan Donahue here. Maeve Curtin on camera. Delighted to bring Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood girls field hockey. We are scoreless here in the first quarter. Just about 4 minutes in. Wolverines looking to move the ball around. And Phillip with the steal. Going to send it across the 50. Jillian Walsh gets a stick on it. Force it on the far side. Infraction on Westwood. Got to be a King Philip ball going the other way. Well, great matchup we got here. Westwood, Division II, King Philip, a perennial Division I team that's always making the playoffs and making some good runs. Westwood, the same in the Division II ranks. A little back and forth between both teams there on turnovers. Almost field hockey, it's like the game of minimizing mistakes. There's always tight defense on both teams, and being able to take advantage of a good turnover, turn it into some high-paced offense, moving the ball and getting plenty of shots on net. King Philip looking to center that. That was blocked by Westwood. Nice play there. Looks like it was Abby Presley on the play. Sophomore for the Wolverines. She's been getting a lot of great minutes on defense and has been producing early on here in the season. Coach is very excited about her, as well as the other depth that they've added to the team this year to help out with not only winning games this year, but also the future for the Wolverines. Abby, a teammate of Maeve's in hockey. What do you think, Maeve? One of the best skaters in the TVL? What a gifted skater Abby is. Centering attempt, that's played well by King Philip defense. And sent up on the far sideline, that's going to be out of bounds. So we got Evan Cardamino patrolling the sidelines today, getting some videos, getting some pictures, which is cool. Going to be fun to see what comes from that. Marie Fiscaldo, she used to do that last year on the sideline. So Evan looking to get some photos, throw it up on the Flickr, Westwood Media Center Flickr. If you haven't checked it out, definitely give it a look. There's some great memories captured over the last year or so on their Flickr. Dempsey with the steal there, sending it up, looking for Hennessy. Then Fitzpatrick jumps on it. Fitzpatrick looking to send it towards the net. That gets deflected, but she regains it. The shot gets blocked. That was a good shot. And we got a infraction called. It's going to be a penalty corner in favor for the Wolverines. So Wolverines earning themselves a penalty corner. You're going to get a good look here. Coming late, I'm not sure if this is their first of the game, but First one I've seen since I've been here, so good opportunity here for the Wolverines. In the Hawkington game, they were looking for Dempsey on the corners to see if that's still the theme. Dempsey, who's got a great shot herself, they do. Out to Dempsey. Dempsey work it towards the net, got in the air, and a great save by the King Philip goaltender. Westwood right back to work on the possession. Sending it inside, just goes over the stick of Fitzpatrick, and another whistle. And we're going to get another penalty corner. Fitzpatrick going to send it. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Westwood players. He's going to send it over near side to Keneally. Keneally with a shot from the outside. That was a good one. Ball gets airborne. And a whistle. Another penalty corner. So we've gotten 3 in just probably under a minute and a half. Pass up top to Keneally. Keneally looking down low. Loose ball. A little battle by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick does a good job of keeping the possession. Ball sent outside. Going to go out of bounds. Going to stay with Westwood. King Philip going to have the possession. That was a ball played a little high. I think that's going to be an infraction because of the height. Get another whistle. King Philip's looking to cross the 50. They do, and a nifty move there. Player going in with some speed. Walsh is looking to stop him, slow it down, change the angle. Shot on net and a goal by King Philip. King Philip on the board first with a nice pass there on a center to put that in the back of the net and get on the board. So King Philip strikes first. Don't have a King Philip roster, so I'm not sure who was on the goal or the assist. But we got Westwood's roster. And that's what matters to the Westwood fans is scoring goals, who scored them, who assisted on them. Wolverines looking to answer. Nice play there by Hughes, able to jump in front of that pass. The KEP able to get the ball themselves. Maybe we're going the other way with some speed. Great defense by Jillian Walsh. Caused a turnover. AP looking to get it close towards the net, inching. But Westwood there. A nice perimeter. Infraction called. It's going to be Westwood ball. Dempsey going to take it. She sends it. Sends it up to Fitzpatrick, but picked off by King Philip. Maeve Hennessy. And then sent back the other way by KP. Mary Lou Cosavera jumped in front of that one. And nice play there. Westwood's going to have the ball right here on the near sideline. And Dempsey's going to send it. That was a great ball. Sent it all the way up to Claire Keneally. Keneally looking to send it over into space. Presley jumping in the play, keeping the ball on the King Philip side of the 50. The game of field hockey translates well for the hockey players. You may have seen a lot of your teammates, not only this year, but last year too. Kate Sullivan was one, it's a lot. What's it like seeing, teammates out of season? Is it always fun catching up, seeing them?
Yeah, definitely.
Love it. Which excited for the hockey season upcoming. Great team coming back for the Wolverines. Final Four appearance last year. A remarkable season. Got a whistle there. There's Luke Kosevera, a nice battle there. Hey, got Michael Mao over here on the sidelines. Now, good things always happen when you got Mr. Mao on the sidelines. Also down a goal early, 1-0. About 33 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Also looking to get a shot before the end of the quarter. Kosevera picks up that loose ball. Nice job possessing it. Sends it up to number 19 for the Wolverines, Ellie Harrington. Called her name a few times. She got her first goal the other night. Shout out Ellie Harrington. It was Hogan, Harrington, and Hennessy. The 3 H's that had goals the other night. Presley working the far sideline, and that is going to do it for the first quarter. So after one quarter, King Philip on 1-0. The Wolverines. We're going to take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back for the start of the second quarter.
Nothing in sports happens without commitment. You have to commit to prepare. You have to commit to compete. And when the game is on the line, you have to commit to making a decision and trust your preparation. The same is true when it comes to orthodontics. When you commit to improving your smile, you're making a commitment to a better life. Your mouth is the front door to your health. And who doesn't love showing off a beautiful smile when you're celebrating with friends and teammates? Arch Orthodontics is committed to you and being part of creating an even better you. When you're ready to commit, you know who to call.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care. And Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian.
Welcome back, folks. We're about to kick off the second quarter. King Philip got on the board in the first quarter, go up 1-0. They got some talented players. Definitely have some good speed, some good handle on the stick handling. Westwood had their share of opportunities too, so a good test here at the multi-purpose field. And a good test for the Wolverines, a down a goal. You know, how do you answer? Obviously, want to get the answer to that, tie it up, take a lead, but it starts with the first one. That one is launched. That little fungo on that one. No call there, I guess, no danger. I'm still learning the game, but I think it's more so if it's a ball that's elevated or played high where you're near an opponent. Well, that was an interesting, first time I've seen that. It's pretty cool. A whistle on the defensive end for the Wolverines. They started with the possession. King Philip battling and trying and gain it for themselves. But Westwood doing a good job advancing it and working up the far sideline. Fitzpatrick called her name a bunch early on this season. Great athlete, not only as a field hockey player, but a great lacrosse player. Now a junior, and being counted upon as, you know, an upperclassman now. So just in one season, you go from that sophomore to a junior, and now you're one of the counted upon, you know, leaders of the team. That ball works its way out of bounds. KP gonna have it right around there, 50. I was gonna say 55. I said that last year on a call, football call with Tom Lyden. I go, Westwood with the ball on the 55-yard line.
By the way, I gave your camera work a B+.
Yeah? There we go. It was definitely a little shaky, so I did, at one point, Evan had to go help out at the school committee meeting yesterday, and I was doing camera work and play-by-play at the same time, which, for a guy like me, that's like trying to solve 17 Rubik's Cubes blindfolded while driving at 78 miles an hour. But we made it work. Evan gave me a B+. I'll take that. That's far above higher grade that I ever got in any of Mr. Mao's classes. So cooking with oil over here. It's not how you start, guys. It's how you finish. Finishing strong. That ball goes out of bounds. Going to be a Westwood ball. Going to think they put it right around the 20 or so. So they're going to work at the outside. Abby Presley works up to Julie Hogan. Julie Hogan's made some big strides in the last year. She got on the board with a nice goal the other day versus Dedham. Evan, the Dedham game. Goal scorers, Hennessy, Hogan, and Harrington. 3 H's. They did. The triple H's. You know, H isn't the most common last name for last names, but you had 3 of them scoring a goal. It was pretty cool. Might have to do a story about it. Wolverines got it on the near side. Dempsey sent it towards the net. Hennessy with the tip. But King Philip able to adjust after the ricochet, and they're going to work it the other way. Nice play to get it across the 50. And sending it on the near side in open space. Jillian Walsh with some terrific defense there and a nice move. Great job by Jillian Walsh, not only stopping the momentum on the near side, but made a nice nifty move. She does another one there. Great defensive play by the junior. Twin to Greg Walsh, the boys across team. Younger sister, Courtney Walsh, senior captain last year for the girls. Courtney was so fun to watch, her older sister, and Jillian plays so similar, just aggressive defense. It's a selfless position to play. You know, they don't get much, articles written about stopping goals. It's always usually about the goal scorers, but they are big players on these teams to help winning field hockey happen. Hogan gets the turnover. She's sending it upfield, looking for Hennessy, picked off by King Philip. And number 13, she's been a great player so far. She moves the ball well. Dempsey battling for it. Kosevera going to send it towards the near sideline. Hennessy coming back to help out. Kira Chevry, another hockey player. They don't stop, Maeve, huh? we got Maggie Ash on the team too. Yep. A lot of hockey players. It translates well. Maeve, do you remember where you were when the Maeve Hennessy goal happened?
Oh, we were at the playhouse.
Or the Maeve Hennessy hockey goal last year. It was.
I was on the ice with it.
Were you?
Yeah.
That was a big time goal.
It definitely
It was maybe the loudest celebration of goals we've heard all last year.
Oh, definitely.
It was unreal.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's certain moments in time where you remember where you were, and I remember where I was on the Maeve Hennessy goal. It was against Walpole, December 23rd. That ball sent towards the net and going to go out of bounds. Evan, do you remember where you were on the Maeve Hennessy goal?
Right next to you.
CJ Hancock as well, cheering on his friend and neighbor. It's going to be a Westwood ball after it went out of bounds. Smart play by Keneally. Knew the angle was outside of the net frame and allowed that to go out for Westwood to start with it on the 20. Kosevera threads the needle, sends it up to Hennessy. Hennessy on the near side. Tips up to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick looking to work inside, but defended nicely by King Philip. Hughes. We got a whistle on the field. Going to be a Westwood ball on a King Philip infraction. Hughes is looking to send it, but the ball went over the stick. Able to gain it back. Great effort there. Great effort. And that's why she is captain, folks. You lose the ball for a second, there's no time for woe is me. You just get right back to work, win that possession back, and that is exactly what she did. KP going the other way, but Chevry gets a turnover. Chevry doing a nice job creating a new angle. Finds Hennessy. That ball gets elevated. Westwood ball. Chevry wasting no time. Love it. Right back to work after the whistle. And then Fitzpatrick's sent it into open space. Dempsey. Get another whistle. It's going to be in favor of King Philip now. Chevry going to work the ball inbounds, send it over to Dempsey. Dempsey working the far side. Presley battling for it over there. A whistle on Westwood. Beautiful day we have here for field hockey. This is picture perfect weather. And usually when we're watching games over here, it's early spring season and it starts off cold and finishes even colder. Nice pass there. It's like Fitzpatrick sent it over to Dempsey. Dempsey looking back for Fitzpatrick, just gets by her. Oh my gosh, I remember. Do you remember where you were now? It was the Ashland Holliston, and it was pouring rain. We had Mark Pizzuto who set up a tent, which helped, but you know the rain was that hard that it was still find a way to hit the camera. A little sideways rain. It was gnarly rain. KP working it inside, saved by Keneally, still loose. Chevry clears it out, and a great play by the Wolverine D. Keneally had the initial save, and Chevry on the spot, able to clear that out. And I hate to just say another hockey reference, but just reminds me of the hockey season. Chevry, a very responsible defender on the hockey team, did that all winter long. It was impressive with Chevry, and same thing with Presley, and same thing with Ash. They're sophomores now, but they must feel like juniors with the experience they've gotten over the years. They played as 8th graders on the girls hockey team. Last year they were freshmen, they were dominating last year, and then I asked them questions, you know, during post-game interview. I go, did last year's experience as 8th graders in the playoffs, did that help you gain confidence to know, hey, we're good enough to play with them? I said, absolutely. And, you know, I asked that to Bridget Hughes, too, during the lacrosse season. She played as a freshman, and I asked her if all those big games helped her kind of be less, you know, nervous and more focused on the, you know, when the lights are bright. She said, absolutely. So, you know, even though Westwood field hockey's a young team, they got a lot of players that have played in big games, even as 8th graders, before they even got to Westwood High School. So something you gotta consider when it comes to the development of this team is they aren't scared. Dempsey sending it up. Just gets by Claire Keneally. Dempsey jumps back in the play. That one's going to work down the near sideline, goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Westwood ball. It's going to be a King Philip ball. Stand corrected. You're going to start it right on the 45. That ball gets by King Philip player. Hughes got it, makes a nifty move, splits a couple players, sends it up to Fitzpatrick. Who the ball got deflected off her, going to be a Westwood ball. Hughes jumping right back into the play. Westwood looking to take advantage of some numbers. Dempsey with a good shot from the outside, and that goes just wide to the right. She's got that Kate Sullivan type shot when it comes to field hockey. She can shoot from the outside and score. But I think, Evan, if I'm not mistaken, last year I learned my lesson where shots can only be from so far. You know, if it's from too far outside, they don't count, because I got excited about like a 20-yard shot that went in, but it's got to be inside a certain area, because oftentimes you'll see some goalies just let it in, you know, just to get the whistle. Chevry over to Kosovera. Presley, the clean play over there. Does a little spinorama move and a nice connection pass over to Harrington. Harrington finds Hughes. Back to Harrington. Harrington looking on the far side. Nice play there by number 3 for King Philip, the defender. We got 3 minutes, 48 seconds remaining here in the first half. King Philip up 1-0 after a first quarter goal. Wolverines doing a good job defending, but also getting some nice movement. Hughes, nice move, working it inside. King Philip got a stick on that, then a redirection by Fitzpatrick. Hennessy on the doorstep. Ball cleared out. That was the best look so far for the Wolverines here in the second quarter. Putting a little pressure on KP. And here we go, Abby on the spot. Gets another turnover, works it right up to Hennessy. Hockey player to hockey player. Bridget Hughes jumps on loose balls. Sends it down low. Keneally, shot by Fitzpatrick, and a whistle before the shot, and it's going to be a King Philip ball. So 2 really good plays by the Wolverines in the span of about a minute. And they're starting to get their game going. Putting some pressure on KP for their breakout, taking away some angles. Chevry jumping in the play, gets a nice turnover, and then she's working it up. Sends it up from the far side, or near side to Keneally. Keneally with a centering attempt, shot, saved by the King Philip goaltender. That was a great shot by Fitzpatrick. She was able to turn the stick over to get the front of it on it. And shot from the outside, Kosavera, that's blocked. Westwood buzzing right now. Coach Heather Joyce got to be very happy right now with the adjustments the Wolverines have made and the opportunities that they've had so far here in the second quarter. Looking great. Had about 4 in the last 5 minutes. KP got the ball going the other way, and they have some speed. Gets by Walsh, and a 2-on-1. Presley battling for it. And shot saved by Keneally. She saved 2 of them. Great job by Keneally. That is why she is one of the top goaltenders in the TVL. A Bryant commit. She'll be playing at Bryant next year for the Bulldogs. That's a game changer. When you get a goaltender that can make some big saves, timely saves, very important to have. KP trying to center it. Well defended there by Walsh. Westwood ball. Minute remaining here in the half. Wolverines trying to get the breakout going. If they get another shot, even better. They get it up to the 50. KP gonna send it right back. No quitting Westwood though. They're up for the challenge of the one-on-one battles. Presley to Hennessy. Fitzpatrick battling on the far side. We got under 40 seconds remaining. Fitzpatrick moving it. Beats a player on the outside, has some space, looking to center it. Missed on the first attempt. Second attempt looks good. Works its way in, but great defense by KP. Done a great job getting sticks on balls, even when it's gone airborne. They've not an issue. They've been able to keep the ball in front of them and outside of the crease area. 10 seconds. Presley playing terrific so far. Playing great defense that's helped out create the offensive opportunities, and that is the horn for the first half. So a very entertaining first half. King Philip strikes to get on the board 1-0, and that is where we are at after one half of field hockey. But some great adjustments made by the Wolverines. They really picked up their game on the offensive front. So, saw a flurry of opportunities towards the second half of the second quarter. And be interested to see the adjustments that are made in the second half as they look to get the tying goal and get back in this game and get the momentum back on their side. And that is going to do it. We'll take a quick break here at the half. Wolverines up King Philip up 1-0 on the Wolverines. You're watching Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Girls Field Hockey.
Nothing in sports happens without commitment. You have to commit to prepare. You have to commit to compete. And when the game is on the line, you have to commit to making a decision and trust your preparation. The same is true when it comes to orthodontics. When you commit to improving your smile, you're making a commitment to a better life. Your mouth is the front door to your health. And who doesn't love showing off a beautiful smile when you're celebrating with friends and teammates? Arch Orthodontics is committed to you and being part of creating an even better you. When you're ready to commit, you know who to call.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care. And Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian.
Welcome back, folks. We are about ready to kick off here. Second half, Wolverine's going to start with the possession. They were playing downhill towards the end of the first half and made some great adjustments and really started to get some good looks on net. King Phillip, certainly a very talented team. They can move the ball well. Westwood playing sharp defense. Presley, Chevry, and Cosavera, and then Keneally in net. Keneally in net is unbelievable. Had some big time saves to keep this a 1-goal game. Cosavera with a great steal. Get a whistle, maybe KP ball. So now in the second half, Wolverine's going to be going right to left across the screen. Be playing into the sun. But the sun more of like a factor now as it's getting to be right around 4:30. It's not setting, but it's certainly closer to eye level than it was an hour ago. Steal by KP. And it's going to be a penalty corner for King Phillip. So I got confirmation from Evan on the outside sphere. What was it, 16 yards? 16 yards. You got to be inside 16 yards for a shot to count if it goes in the net. So anything outside of that, you'll get a whistle. And they will, actually, I don't know if there'll be a whistle. If it goes in the net, there'll be a whistle. But if it doesn't, I don't think it will. Oh, big save by Keneally, gets the pad on it. Gets another save, and Westwood is gonna get the ball. Moira Keneally, fantastic. Started with the waffle, and then got a quick pad save in right before a whistle, and that is momentum for the Wolverines. You know, momentum's not always going to come from the offensive opportunities. You got some big saves, that's going to get your teammates fired up. Whistle on Westwood. KP looking to work the ball into the crease area. Shot saved by Keneally. KP looking to get another shot. Another save by Keneally. That was the best of the day right there. That was a rocket, and she was able to get the pads on that. What a save by Keneally. Now Westwood going the other way. See if they can take advantage of the momentum. Fitzpatrick. Looking inside, we get a whistle. It's going to stay with Westwood. I think it might have been played on the back of the stick. Going to start on the stick of Ellie Harrington. Harrington, a sophomore for the Wolverines, as we mentioned. She scored the other night. I believe it was her first ever varsity goal, so shout out Ellie Harrington. Fantastic in the Dedham game, which is a big-time game when you're playing the TVL large. Getting some big points when you're trying to chase after a TVL title. Ball in the middle of the field. Dempsey fighting for it, gets it back. Able to advance it a little bit, looking towards the net. That shot blocked. And then kicked out by King Phillip. Westwood, though, with some layers. Cosavera. Back to Harrington. Harrington looking downfield for Keneally. Harrington gets a nice steal. Protecting the ball nicely. Chips it over to Keneally. Keneally towards the net. And then finds Dempsey with the shot. Saved by the KP goaltender. Westwood with another shot. Another save. Ball is still loose. And what a couple saves by the King Phillip goaltender. Wow. Some great passes by the Wolverines. They're really starting to get their offense going. Well, it's been going, but really picking it up a gear. Those were the two best opportunities of the game. A great job by the Wolverines. Some good looks, executions there, and forcing the King Phillip goaltender to make terrific saves. So both goalies really making their impacts felt in this game so far. KP going the other way, got it on the far side of the field. Jillian Walsh. She's been great, keeping that ball on the outside. KP trying to center it, but Walsh got a stick on it. KP in the middle of the field, shot on net, saved by Keneally. Another one to add to the totals for Keneally. And then Westwood kicks it out. It's gonna go out of, nope, stays inbounds. KP plays it right around the 48. They're gonna work it right back down low. Chevry. Kosavera on top of it. And it's going to be a possession for KP on the outside. Wasting no time. Looking inside. Chevry. Westwood defense has been terrific. Chevry, and then Keneally comes out of the net. Shot again, saved by Keneally again. Loose ball. Looking for an open part of the net, and that one went in. And that is a goal for King Philip. So King Philip getting their second goal of the game, able to put that one in the back of the net, go up 2-0 with 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. That is going to draw a timeout call. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Girls Field Hockey.
Nothing in sports happens without commitment. You have to commit to prepare. You have to commit to compete. And when the game is on the line, you have to commit to making a decision and trust your preparation. The same is true when it comes to orthodontics. When you commit to improving your smile, you're making a commitment to a better life. Your mouth is the front door to your health. And who doesn't love showing off a beautiful smile when you're celebrating with friends and teammates? Arch Orthodontics is committed to you and being part of creating an even better you. When you're ready to commit, you know who to call.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care. And Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian.
Well, coming back out of the timeout, Wolverines going to start with the possession. They are down 2-0. There's a flurry of shots. Keneally saved a bunch of them, and then King Philip able to convert on right around the fourth shot. They were able to jump on a loose ball, put it in the back of the net. But Wolverines still battling. I love it. I love to see the compete out of them. They're still getting some really good looks on opportunity. Defense is playing real sharp. This is a very good team they're playing, folks. King Philip is always a perennial top 15, top 10 team in Division I. You know, if you look at their schedule, they're playing, you know, the top teams in the state. Westwood, you know, hanging tough. KP working it on the near side, gonna send it towards the net. A bouncer gets through a couple players, working towards the end line, stays in bounds. Chevry battling for it. KP able to jump on the loose ball, trying to advance it close to the net. Walsh takes away the angle. Ball works inside, saved by Keneally. Loose ball still, trying to put it in the back, and they do. They convert for their third goal to go up 3-0. So King Philip able to, they're getting aggressive on those loose balls and jumping on them and scoring on some rebounds. Keneally getting those initial saves, but KP really jumping on any of the loose balls in front of the net and getting those goals. They're up 3-0 now. Almost halfway through the third quarter. Whistle on KP. Westwood's going to have the ball. Dempsey sets it up right around the 35, and she's going to work it downhill. Makes a nice move. Looks on the near side for Hogan. Ball gets chipped away. Harrington gets a nice turnover. Sends it over Hogan.
White.
That ball goes out. It's going to be a King Philip ball. think it ball went under the bleachers, so had to collect it. And now we have it. Gonna play it in. That's a fungo. That's the second one we've seen today. If I were playing field hockey, that would be my go-to. The old fungo shot. Just send it. Whistle on KP. Fitzpatrick trying to send it towards the net. Blocked by number 25 in King Philip. Fitzpatrick gonna try and send it again. That one caught a piece of the side of the stick. Keeps it inbounds. Finds Harrington. Harrington sends it over to Hogan. Hogan looking to send it towards the net. Blocked, but Hughes there. Hughes makes a nice move. Holding on it. And we get a whistle. I think we're getting a penalty corner. Yes, Wolverine's going to get a good look here on a penalty corner. They've had, I believe, 2 or 3 so far. They were able to move it nicely on those. Those are on the other side. Now they're dealing with the shade. I don't think it's going to have too much of an impact, but let's see what they go with here. The first one went to Dempsey. Second one they were working with Harrington. Right to Dempsey. Dempsey looking inside to Hughes. Hughes with a shot. That one's blocked. Cosavera in there. Shot, and that goes just wide to the left. That was a good opportunity for the Wolverines. Some great passing there. Ultimately getting the shot from Cosavera. Just missed a little bit to the left. But the Wolverines are not mailing this in. They're still battling out here, which is great to see. Trying to get on the board, get that first one. Starts there. Fitzpatrick to the net. Dempsey with a good turnover, able to move it a little forward and call on Westwood. Nope, it's going to be a penalty corner for Wolverines. So Wolverine's going to get a good look here again. I'm going to say, I think it was the ref made like a elbow kind of gesture. I don't know if there was a hook on the play or what, but Westwood's gain on a penalty corner, pass to Harrington. Harrington shot from the outside, and a great save by KP goaltender. Big time deflection off that pad. Went about 20 yards to the left. Hennessy chasing after it, and it goes out of bounds. Westwood going to maintain that possession. Dempsey working it in. Cuts through a couple defenders. Gets it closer to the net. Finds Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick keeps it. Hogan looking to shoot. But too many sticks there to get by for the Wolverines. In hockey, they say strong on your stick. And what that means is when you got a strong stick, those shots, they're not going to get by the stick. You know, if you got a flimsy stick, yeah, it's going to hit your stick and go through it or go tip over it. But a strong stick is going to keep whatever is coming, you know, its way in front of it. And KP doing a great job with having strong sticks in front of the net to not let any of these Westwood shots get through. And KP going the other way, looking to get one towards the net. A whistle. And it's going to be a penalty corner for KP. Wolverines putting the protective headgear on. As the clock ticks, we are 3 minutes, 38 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. KP up 3-0. 2 goals here in the third quarter. 1 goal in the first quarter. And that's how we've arrived at 3-0. Pass inbounds. Saved by Keneally. Gets the pad on that and gave it a little kick as well. Another save by Keneally. She's on the ground, ball still loose. Hogan jumps in there and sends it up the near side to Fitzpatrick, who's got some speed. Does a good job, gets it all the way across the 50. She went about 70 yards with that. That's a lot of ground to cover in a short amount of time. Loose ball, Cosavera jumps in front of it. Battled here on the near side. Presley keeps it in bounds, finds Harrington on a nice pass. A lot of running in this game. You know, it's like a fast-paced cross-country meet with goals. Harrington to Hogan. Hogan, coast to coast. Looking inside. That's a great one and a save by the KP goaltender. I think if that had gone in, that would not have counted. But what could have got a tip though? Like that's, I love that look. You know, you throw that towards the net, get a tip. There's something on there to put in the back of the net, but that was a rocket. Harrington gonna start with it. Minute 55 remaining here in the third quarter. Wolverines down 3-0, looking to get on the board. Cut into King Philip's lead. Chevry closes the door, jumps in, keeps the ball in front of her, works the ball inside the 40. AP working the other way, Presley. Nice play, gets the possession and able to move it backwards. Keep it on Westwood's stick. KP looking to center it, whiff on that one. Sadie O'Reilly playing D over there. Sadie, a junior for the Wolverines. Presley, or no, that was Cosavera, got a piece of that. Great defense there by Chevry. A loose ball in front of the net, a shot, and that goes in. King Philip gets their fourth goal to go up 4-0. Looks like a goal by number 19 for King Philip. Don't have their roster, but shout out number 19. Right back to the dot we go. Under a minute remaining now. The clock stopped on the goal. Chevry sending it to Hughes. Ball ends up on the far side. Got 30 seconds remaining here in third quarter. King Philip up 4-0. Maeve Curtin on camera, Morgan Donahue on microphone. Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Girls Field Hockey. At the multi-purpose field here. Just behind the high school, right next to the new solar paneled parking lot. It's really cool. Hopkinton has a similar parking lot, I believe, at the middle school. And that is going to be the horn for the third quarter. So after 3 quarters, King Philip up 4-0 on the Wolverines. Stick around, folks. We'll be right back to kick off the fourth quarter.
Nothing in sports happens without commitment. You have to commit to prepare. You have to commit to compete. And when the game is on the line, you have to commit to making a decision and trust your preparation. The same is true when it comes to orthodontics. When you commit to improving your smile, you're making a commitment to a better life. Your mouth is the front door to your health. And who doesn't love showing off a beautiful smile when you're celebrating with friends and teammates? Arch Orthodontics is committed to you and being part of creating an even better you. When you're ready to commit, you know who to call.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care. And Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian.
Welcome back, folks. Fourth quarter about to get underway. King Philip up 4-0. Wolverine's going to start with the possession. We got Maeve Hennessy at the dot. She's got Julie Hogan to her left. She's got to her right Claire Keneally. AP looking to get right back to work, add to their 4-goal total of the day. A productive day for them on offense, but hasn't taken away from the great defensive effort by the Wolverines. Defenders and Keneally have been terrific. Claire Keneally on the far side. centering pass finds Hughes. Nice connection there. Hughes going to send it over into space. Dempsey chasing after it, keeps it in bounds. She's got eyes for the net, sends it there, and that is going to be out of bounds. It's going to be King Philip ball. So as you mentioned, folks, got Evan Cardamino here on the sideline with the camera taking photos and videos. Be on the lookout for the West Media Center Flickr. Also got Mr. Mike Mao on the sideline as well. Always getting some great pictures from the games. Memories made. It's going to be inbound pass, far side. Just gets past Maeve Hennessy, but Hughes there. Hennessy then jumps on the loose ball. She centers it, finds Hogan, gets by her. Harrington looking to send it towards the net. Just missed on that. KP working it on the near side. That goes out of bounds. Westwood going to have the ball just inside the 30. Boys football, their first game of the season tonight. Be a fun one. They are playing on the road versus West Bridgewater. Harrington's got the ball. Dempsey works it inward. Centering pass, and just missed was Julie Hogan on the doorstep. That was a great pass. Hogan was set up on that back post area. What a great connection there between Dempsey and Hogan, and just missed for the goal. Harrington jumps on a loose ball. Looking for Hogan, gets by, but I think it caught a piece of the King Philip player. Yep, Westwood's going to have it right around the 20. Harrington going to take the possession. And right back at it, makes a nice move. Gets it by a KP player. Presley jumping in the play. Great anticipation. Kosavera works it inside. Hughes just trying to send it. That got deflected. And ball sent up here on the near side. Kept in bounds. Oh, great play by Kosavera. Wins the possession. Sends it inside the 50. Picked off by KP. They're going to go the other way. Nice move there by number 10. Ball gets by. And then working towards the net is number 1. Keneally comes out and takes the angle, which forces a shot to the outside. Great play by Keneally. She came out far enough where there was really no net to work with. Forced a shot, which went outside. Westwood ball. Westwood looking to work their breakout. Hogan goes outside inside and finds Hughes. Hughes in a nice play. That ball went through the legs. Ball goes airborne. Ball stays in bounds. Hogan to Harrington. They've been doing a good job finding each other. No quitting, Abby Presley. Great competitor. Ball near side. 10 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the game. Wolverines down 4-0, looking to get on the board. Goals have been somewhat hard to come by this year. They were shut out versus Hopkinton the other night. They did score 3 versus Dedham, but it hasn't been without great opportunities. They've had some great looks in both those games. It's just about converting them, getting them in the net. Harrington going to send that one up. Field goes out of bounds. Harrington going to start with it. Not a lot of real estate to work with over there, so sideline, a couple balls out of bounds. With this one stays in. KP trying to move it more towards the middle of the field. A couple nice moves by number 10. Finds a teammate, number 1. Shot, and that goes over the head of Keneally and in the back of the net for King Philip's 5th goal. So a goal by number 1 for King Philip. Go up 5-0 with 9 minutes, 22 seconds remaining here in the game. So gonna make a substitution. Coming on the field, and number 10, Joey Walsh. Just getting a breather earlier. Chevry now getting a breather. Keneally looking for Fitzpatrick. Dempsey trying to work it towards the net. Chipped inside by Hennessy. Fitzpatrick, Hennessy with the shot, and we get a whistle, and that's going to be an infraction on Westwood. KP going to start with it. Inside there, 20. Hughes jumps on a loose ball. Going downhill. Ball gets sent outside. Dempsey looking to get the turnover. Nice move there by King Philip player, able to advance it. He chips it over the stick of Kosavera, but great defense there by Chevry, able to jump in on the play and game of field hockey is so fast where you can make a quick turnover and then 2 seconds later the other team can win that back and advance it. So KP able to advance it all the way down to 20. And they're looking to add another goal. A great defense by Westwood. Keneally sends it up into open space. She's being chased by Fitzpatrick. She gets a piece of that. Works back and forth with Keneally. She's going to send it back to Dempsey. Dempsey looking in the middle of the field to fellow captain Mary Lou Kosavera. Finds the other captain, captain Bridget Hughes. Hughes looking downfield. Defended by King Philip, but Fitzpatrick stick on that. Sends it inside to Claire Keneally with a shot. Saved by the goaltender for KP. Another shot hits the side of the net. So 2 good looks there for Keneally. First one was saved, second one hit the side of the net. Dempsey jumps in front of that pass. Makes a nice move, has a couple players towards the net. Hennessy there. Hennessy jumps on the loose ball. Trying to send it up to number 6, Emma Keneally. We got all 3 Keneallys on the field right now. Emma, Claire, and Moira. So we get a whistle. And we're going to get a penalty corner for the Wolverines. Fitzpatrick going to take the inbound. So these are set plays. You have different plays set up on the corner. Sometimes it's catch shot, sometimes it's pass, shot. Sometimes it's find the player on the back post, look for a rebound, pass inside. It was kept outside by the King Philip defense, and then Westwood with an outside shot that goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a King Philip ball. 5 minutes remaining here in the game. King Philip up 5-0. They've scored the first one in the first quarter, and then they scored 3 goals in the third quarter, and then 1 goal here in the fourth quarter. Take the lead at 5-0. whistle. That's on Westwood. KP gonna have the possession. Keneally got a, or no, Fitzpatrick got a piece of that clearing attempt. Keneally jumped in front of the play, but KP able to still advance it. O'Reilly, nice play, gets a piece of the ball and slowed down KP right around the 45. Whistle on Westwood. KP gonna just send it back into Westwood territory. That's a whistle on KP. O'Reilly gonna start with it. Sends it up the near sideline. He's looking for Fitzpatrick. Keneally. That one goes by. And we're gonna have an inbound pass right in front of us at the 50-yard line. So right on the, move it on the line. And then inbounded. Nice play there by Keneally. Got a stick on it and sends it down the near side. Fitzpatrick goes towards the middle of the field. Chevry keeps it on the other side of the 50. She's been terrific all game. Really starting to get her game going this season as a sophomore. Some good cornerstones there with Presley and Chevry as underclassmen on the defensive side of the field. We've learned from some good leaders over the years. You got Mary Lou Cosavera back there. Walsh last year, Courtney Walsh. Domestically is always a terrific defender for the Wolverines. And then Moira Keneally, outstanding goaltender. Cosavera going to send that out.
It happened to me up here, but I couldn't imagine going down there and throwing it up.
KP gonna take the inbound. Working it towards the net area, but Cosavera does a great job of getting a stick on that and sends it out of bounds. Able to at least advance it 20 yards out of bounds. Keneally, Harrington.
How good the program is. Yeah, it's just growing. Well, it's going to D1 too, right? Yeah.
Great effort by Mary Lou and a great example. In a minute 30 remaining, down 5, still competing. Junior Eden Postezi in there for the Wolverines, helping out on the defensive end. Ball sent up by Postezi in the offensive end. Ball sent up by Fitzpatrick. Loose ball. Postezi looking to shoot. That one gets blocked, turns on it. And that is going to be a penalty corner with 47 seconds left in the game. I'd imagine, well, you can't end the game without the continuation, so the penalty corner is going to happen, but we are at 30 seconds remaining here in the game. Fitzpatrick is going to inbound it. To Postezi. Postezi with the shot. Fitzpatrick towards the net, looking for the center. Shot saved by the King Philip goaltender. We got a whistle. And is that another penalty corner? Yes. So Wolverines earning another one. So 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. But I think they still got to play it. They're going to stop the clock. And if I remember from last year, I think they, no, maybe that's going to be it. So that is going to, that is going to be it. So King Philip with a impressive effort today to come away with a 5-0 win here at the multi-purpose field in Westwood. But still some great defense by the Wolverines. Moira Keneally, fantastic in net. Westwood really showed some great looks on offense. They didn't convert, but really some great opportunities that have made them a better team. Even with a 5-0 loss, this is a team that's going to make them more prepared for the playoffs when you're going to play really good competition like King Philip. So a 5-0 win for King Philip. That is going to do it here from the multi-purpose field. Folks, thank you for tuning in. Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Girls Field Hockey. Looking forward to seeing you all on the next one.